Okay, so you're over 50 and you're looking for a little extra money, maybe even a side hustle. I got you covered. I've got my notes here, and just like you, I'm always looking for some ideas for a little extra money. So I've come up with 23 and a half fabulous ideas. Now, some of these might be perfect for you. So I'd like you to let me know in the comments which ones you have tried, which ones you might be willing to try, and anything that I've missed, because if I've missed something, definitely help me out, okay? So following my notes here, we're going to start off with number 1, which is pet sitting or dog walking. And I've got my little one sitting beside me here, stealing a lot of attention. So if you love the little fur babies, then maybe this is the perfect thing for you. You get paid, set your own hours, and maybe take in a little nature doing some dog walking as well. To do this, I would assume that you would go to your Facebook local area community group and post an ad in there. And of course, word of mouth works amazing for this job. Now, number 2 is not far off from number 1. It's still taking care of those little animals, only these are the human type. Maybe babysitting. I can say that because I've got 5 of them myself. If babysitting is something that you would enjoy doing, maybe take a second look at it. It's not just for teens or for those full-time daycares anymore. People are always looking for a babysitter for in the evenings for a date night, or maybe they have an event to go to on the weekend. A couple hours here and there can really help pay off some bills, because unlike back in the day where I got paid maybe 10, 15, if I was lucky, $20 for a whole day of watching 4 kids, those days are over. You're looking at hourly wages now. So you might want to look into that. And who would you trust more with your babies? Seriously? Teenagers? I know I got into some mischief back in the day. Or maybe us senior ladies. I think, our experience speaks wonders. So babysitting might be just the thing for you. Number 3 is cooking meals. If you enjoy being in the kitchen, this might be the perfect thing for you. Think about cooking meals and preparing them based on people's likes and diets. So that would be like posting an ad on your community page again on Facebook, and just be like, hey, I'm willing to cook meals if you're interested. This works great for the busy families that are off to the soccer games or maybe off to the arena and just don't have time to cook. Or it's great for seniors or disabled people. So just a thought, cooking meals might be a win. The next thing on my list is housekeeping, and if I could afford one, I would hire one. This job is definitely not for me, but I have many friends that have actually turned this into a very busy full-time careers. So if you enjoy organizing and taking care of a house, this might be the perfect job. You can set your own hours. It could just be like for one family, or you can take on a multitude of families, or even office work, right? And around here, I'm in cottage country. So during the summer, there's always a changeover. So you could easily get a job just doing that. And number 5 is house sitting. Now this one, I gotta say, kind of interests me for the future, because I really want to do more traveling. And I have met a couple people online now that are doing this, and it sounds like a pretty good gig. So house sitting is where you can post in your town if you want to, or if you're traveling, you can post it for other towns and just say, hey, I'm interested in house sitting. And then you would water their plants, maybe take care of their pets while they're gone, and get to see a new area that you've never seen before. I thought this one sounded really cool. Get paid to travel. That's, a win-win for me. Number 6 is companion care. And if you don't know what that means, it's all got to become clear very quickly to you. So as we get older, we become more reliable on other people. Relying on other people, I should say. And sometimes our elderly and our seniors get a little lonely. So sometimes you have to pay for someone to come and sit with them, make sure they've taken their meds, maybe make them a light lunch, do some light housekeeping, whatever the range could be. But often it's just to sit and have a companion for, the seniors in our lives. So just a thought. I know that there's a few ladies in our area that do that, and they're doing really well with that. But companion care, it's a nice really give back kind of job. The next one is gardening. And again, it's another one of those jobs that if I could afford it, I would be hiring you. I'm not very good at it. I keep trying, but I'm not very good at it. So gardening could range from a multitude of things. It could be, hey, I need you to reorganize my whole flower bed situation, right? Or it could just be come and maintain it. It could be cutting my grass, or it could just be, hey, do you want to come and weed out the garden? So if you're somebody that's got a green thumb, maybe this would be an idea for you. Again, you would place that on your local on your local community group on Facebook. And word of mouth is going to go a long way for these kind of jobs. The next one is one that I have tried, and I might end up going back to, you never know, is doing some baking. Now, after I had my career of hairdressing and barbering, I became a little sick and was housebound. That's the first time I was housebound. And I couldn't sit still. So I took on making sugar cookies. At that time, I had young kids, and I loved baking. So it started off with sugar cookies, and a local restaurant was willing to carry my baked goods there. And it quickly bustled into something way more than what I had predicted. So once a week, I would take in baked goods, and they would sell them in the store. And because they would ask for 9 trays of them, it didn't always make 9 trays. There's always like 10 trays or 11 trays or 8 trays, and you'd have to make more trays. You know what I mean? So the extras, I was like, what am I going to do with these? I don't want to just keep packing sugar into my kids, right? So I started doing farmers markets, and then I got into doing butter tarts, other kinds of cookies, pies and muffins, and I was willing to try just about anything that anyone was asking for, and they were asking. This quickly turned into working for 14 local businesses and then still doing the farmers markets on the side. It was a great hustle until my husband decided he wanted to make pizza, and we took over a restaurant, but that's a whole different story. If you like to bake, there is definitely a market out there for home bakers. I just got to say. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I had no experience. I just enjoyed baking for my family. And so the things that we loved is what I was offering other people. And it's amazing how many people would love some baked goods. Okay, the next one isn't far off from that, but I wouldn't run these businesses together. Just my opinion. It's baking dog treats. I know at the farmer's market, a few booths over from me was a dog treat lady, and she made the cutest little peanut butter bones, and she made these amazing ones that had a yogurt icing on top. They were so pretty. So maybe you like to do baking for the fur babies. If you know some healthy recipes and that's kind of your field, it's a great way to make some money. Those things are not cheap. You make more money at dog treats than you do at human treats. I'm just saying. We love our fur babies. Direct sales. And I've done a couple of these. The only problem with direct sales is make sure it's something you enjoy, but not too much. And I'll explain as we go. So direct sales, for those of you that don't know, that's companies like Tupperware, Amway, Avon, Mary Kay, Paparazzi, Chalk Couture, what am I missing? Pampered Chef. There's a candle company. I did that for a while. That was very expensive. And this is what I mean. If you love it too much, you're going to spend more than you make. I'm just saying. Did that with Chalk Couture. Did that with the candle company. I can't even think of what it was called. If you know the name of the candle company, drop it in the comments below. I've done Tupperware as well. You also get to go out and socialize. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, don't like it too much or it gets costly. Okay. The next one after that is a little different, but I was thinking it might work. Okay. Laundry services. Instead of someone going to the laundromat and dropping off your things or having to do your own laundry at the laundromat, maybe they would like to drop them off at your home and have their laundry done while they're at work, and then they pick it up at the end of the day. I don't know the particulars on it, but I thought this might be something that would work, especially if you don't live in town. If you're out in the country, it might be something that people are willing to pay for. So just a thought. My next one is bus driver. Now, if you have patience and you love children and you're good behind the wheel, then this could be the perfect job for you. It's a part-time job. I think it pays pretty good. You're working a couple hours in the morning, a couple hours in the afternoon, and you get your summers off. But again, you'd have to have patience, like kids, and be good behind the wheel. And I'm only good at 2 out of 3. And I'm not going to tell you which ones those are. You can guess. My next one is my part B. This is where I said 23 and a half, because as I got to the end of my list, I was like, oh, I had one more. So I went back and stuck it into this spot. What about tutoring? Are you good at math or English or science? Do you have patience for kids? Maybe tutoring a couple hours here and there would be good. Or teaching music. Just a thought. Perhaps you're not geared for the high school level stuff. I know I definitely don't have the patience for the high school level, especially algebra. But what about even the youngsters, the little ones that are still sounding out the words? Lives are very busy for the parents right now. It might be nice to have technically a babysitter that's going to teach them in the evening. So drop off your kids an hour in the evening and I'll sit there and read with them or whatever. My next idea is crafting, okay? And this is a wide variety because, as you know, I am an online crafter. So here's the thing. There is so many ways that you can sell crafts. This should just be a short on its own, okay? There is so many ways that you can sell crafts if you are artistic in any way. Or you like baking. Keep in mind, baking and sewing fits into this category as well, okay? So, paint and sip classes. So this is where you have a group of people that come in the evening. You offer them some wine or some juice or coffee and some different cheeses and, you know, the little snacky, what's that word for the charcuterie board? You have a little charcuterie board of snacks and you have a good time. You teach them how to paint an image or how to bake a certain thing or how to sew a certain project or craft a certain craft, okay? So there's the paint and sip, we're going to call it. The next one is a crafting class where you would send them out a list or email them out a list of everything that they're going to need to make this specific thing. Now, doing it this way, you can do it 2 ways. You can do it in person where everybody gathers in someone's home or in your community center or your church, or it could be done online where everybody does a Zoom call and you're teaching how to do a specific thing. Great way to make some money. The one thing I would keep in mind if you're doing the parties where you're going to someone's home and you're having a bunch of people get together is make sure you get a deposit that covers the cost of your supplies before anything. Because a lot of people like to cancel, especially at this time of the year. The weather is so unpredictable. Snowstorms hit and they're like, oh, we're going to cancel and there's no other night that we can do it before Christmas. So make sure you've got that non-refundable deposit because it was a problem I had. And then you're left with all these extra craft supplies. So just keep that in mind. The other option is, again, doing the farmers markets, doing the Christmas craft fairs. I loved doing the Christmas craft fairs when I could do them. That was my favorite and probably my most profitable. The other option is you can sell it on Facebook Marketplace, or you could get a website and you can do Etsy. A lot of people do it, the Etsy and the marketplace, or the Etsy and the website. I have a website and I have an Etsy page. But keep in mind that there is some fees that's going to eat into your profits on that one, okay? So just keep that in mind. The other option is what I'm doing lately, which is live auctions. And I love the live auctions. They're fun. I'm not the best at them, I got to admit, because sometimes the prices go up and I'm like, you can't pay that much for that. It isn't worth that. Shouldn't do that as an artist. First of all, I'm telling you that. You really shouldn't deduct your prices or downsize your prices. I don't know why I do it, but that's me. The point is making money, but I don't know. I just have a hard time with that one. So I tend to be like, no. We're going to stop it right there. That's the most you're going to pay. Anyways, there's some options for you for the crafting. The next one I'm going to say is a number 14. Is that where I'm at? I believe so. 13 was crafting. 14 is running errands for people. So maybe they need their groceries picked up. Maybe they've ordered it online and there's no delivery. You could go and pick up their groceries and bring it to them. You could also be someone that takes them to doctor's appointments. Maybe you're even driving them to their families to visit. If they're, stuck in the house and they can't drive, that might be something that they'd really appreciate and be willing to pay for. The other thing is sometimes there is Amazon parcels that have come and you need to return them, or they need stuff dropped off to a UPS, or maybe they need their medications picked up from the pharmacy. There's lots of ways this can work, but again, that would be dropping a little thing in your community, a Facebook post just saying, hey guys, I'm willing to run errands if anyone's interested. This is what I charge. Okay? My next one is a personal assistant. Now, if you are good with online things, let's call it, if you are good at organizing and going through people's emails and prioritizing them for them, maybe even responding, it could be a job for you. If you know how to set up a website, it's a great job for you. There's big money in that one. You can help out with websites. You can be posting on social media for people. You can even be live in someone's comments, or be commenting in someone's live and be like answering questions and stuff like that as a personal assistant. Great way to make some money. My next one is a bookkeeping, and I'm having to move around a bit because my leg has fallen asleep. So bear with me here, but I'm trying to keep this as quick as possible. If you're good with numbers and you're well organized, bookkeeping could be a good source of income for you. And my one after that kind of goes with it, but not really, is organizer. I know I could hire one for my craft room. That would be amazing. Somebody that's good at organizing and just can come in and reorganize a space and make it all neat and tidy. There is big money in that. There's shows made on that now, for Pete's sake. So if you're good at organizing, give that one a try. Post it on Facebook. Hey, I'm willing to come in and organize your closets. I think it would be a fun job for you if you're good at it. It's not up my alley. All right. My next one is a decorator. I know of other people that have done this, and I know of other people that have hired this. So if you needed your Christmas decorations put up or taken down, you could hire a decorator for this. And you don't have to be an expert at it. You just have to enjoy what you're doing. Have a little eye for detail, of course, but decorating is a good paying job. It doesn't just have to be for the Christmas season. It could be changing out their decorating, decor for every season. If you're like me and Brittany, well, not me so much anymore, but how Brittany is, she changes out her decor every season. You might want a decorator. It's just a thought. The next one is renting out a room. This takes a certain type of person, I think, to do it. I don't think I could handle having a stranger live in my house, but my mom definitely could have handled it. She took in foster kids all the time. There's another one, fostering kids. I didn't even make it on my list. But we'll stick it in this one. Renting out a room, fostering kids, renting out a room for students. There's big money in that one. Just an idea. Might want to brainstorm on that a little bit more. Then I had teaching students, but we already threw that in. So that brings us to a 21, which is writing books. Are you good at writing? Do you enjoy making up stories? It might be a job for you. And you don't even have to be the best at grammar anymore. I'm just saying you don't. Because now with things like Grammarly and what's the other one? GPT, writing has become so much easier. And to top it all off, I'm just looking down to see what it's called. It's called KDP. So KDP. I don't know what it stands for. It's through Amazon. That is who publishes books now. So you can have your books published through Amazon. I think they'll even do binding and do like a hard copy book, but I know that they definitely do the Kindle books. So just a thought. I know a lot of people are right into that. It's not my jam, but it might be something that you're good at. I have an aunt that is amazing at writing children's books. Don't think she does it through Amazon because she was doing it like way back when. But hey, it's a great and fun way to make a little extra money. Sometimes a lot of money. The other thing is 22 is selling digital products. Not projects. Well, sometimes projects. So digital products, if you don't know what that is, can be a wide range of things. For me, it's printables. And it is a fun way for me to make some extra money. So I go online and I make a digital image, and people can print it off and they can craft with it, or they could just put it in a frame. Now, the great thing about it is I only have to make it once, and I upload it to my website, and it could sell over and over and over. And you continue to make money on that one project that you've made. Now, with that being said, if you're not into the artistic part of it, like doing printables, there is also things like you can make agendas. I know my daughters order agendas online all the time that they print out at home. You can do templates for courses. You can do invitations. There is so many things that you can do as a digital project or product. And you make it once and it sells over and over and over again. So just something to keep in mind. People also write courses or how-tos. You can even sell recipes online that you write it out once, you make it in a pretty frame kind of on your digital print, and then you can sell it over and over again. So lots to be, thought through on that one. You can really brainstorm that one. The next one is where I hang out the most. It's social media. And yes, you can make money on social media. It took me a long time. I have been on social media, I believe, 7 years now. So keep this in mind. When you look on YouTube and you're like, how long does it take to get monetized? People are like, I did it in 3 weeks. I did it in 3 months. I made this much money in 6 weeks. Okay, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But if they did, they are not, don't count on it happening that fast. That's what I'm saying. Don't count on it happening that fast. Some people are just lucky, I guess, or very skilled, or I don't know what to say. Some people can hit it big right away. Others, it does take us a bit of time. So with that being said, I've been online crafting now for 7 years. I've been on Facebook pretty much full time for most of that. Sometimes I step back from doing lives like right now, but I still have been posting other kinds of videos. It can be done in so many different ways, but you can get paid. I do get monetized by Facebook for posting ads. I don't get paid for my lives. I never did enough hours, apparently. I didn't get enough watched hours for lives to get monetized that way, but I do make money off of the reels and the advertisements that go into my videos. So it's not a huge amount of money, but it's a little bit of money, and every bit helps, right? So the other thing that you can do when you're online is you can get monetized from affiliate links. So I do have that. I get a little bit of money from each of my affiliates. With affiliate marketing, you're typically making anywhere from 10% to 50% just for the word of mouth and telling people the stuff that you love. Thing is, you really need to be, honest about it. If you don't love this stuff, don't be an affiliate marketer for it. People are going to know if you're not passionate about it. Then there's other things like sponsorships, where people will pay for you to talk about their product on their videos and on their lives and all that stuff. So, for example, here's my favorite socks. They're called, they are my favorite socks. They are called Darn Tough Socks, and they come with a lifetime warranty. And I'm serious, I'm not joking. A lifetime warranty on your socks. So if you're somebody that wears the heel out of your socks, or you wear the toes out of your socks all the time, consider buying Darn Tough Socks. They are absolutely fabulous. And no, they have not sponsored me for this video. This is just an example where you just go on and you talk about what you love about them. I love that there's a lot of elastic in them. They give me good arch support. They're good for circulation. They're bought typically online or in your expensive shoe stores. I get mine in Becker's in Smith Falls, great little shop. But yeah, you just go on and you would talk about a product and they would pay you for saying nice things about their product. Or they might give you free product. Again, Darn Tough Socks, I'm willing to take a sponsorship from you, but no, they haven't sponsored me. Sad to say they have not. I actually don't have any sponsorships at the moment. But anyways, there is that to come. The other one is YouTube and TikToks and Instagram. I don't make any money off of Instagram. It's not my playground. I am there. There is stuff posted, but it's not I don't hang out there enough to make any money off of it. TikTok, I'm there occasionally, but again, it's not my jam. I can't be everywhere. I'm just not that good. YouTube, you can make money off of with your paid ads and sponsorships, but I haven't made it there yet either in 7 years because I wasn't dedicated and I didn't work hard at it. Up until recently, the past couple weeks, I've been really going strong on YouTube, and I am I'm over halfway. You need 4,000 hours to get your paid, what do you call it? I've lost it. To get paid from YouTube for having ads and stuff in there, okay? You need 4,000 hours, and I'm at 2,236 hours, I think, this morning. So I'm over halfway there. So thanks for watching. That helps a lot. Also, by dropping a comment in here will help the algorithm boost me out more so more people see me. So I appreciate that. And with that being said, that is the end of the line. That is all I got. So I'm looking to see if there's anything else here that I've missed, and there doesn't seem to be. So can you think of anything I've missed? Let me know in the comments because I'm still looking for some more part-time gigs, some extra little income on the side, a little side hustle. So if you can think of anything else, let me know in the comments, and we're here to help each other out. I'll talk to you soon. If you enjoyed this, though, please, please, please hit that subscription button there. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know when I put out more crafting videos or when I'm traveling. And I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.